So guys, good to have you. This is SC Demode. Thanks for being here with me on my YouTube channel. Now we're going to talk about Nigeria economic situation. I've always been interested in talking about topical stories about Nigeria, especially when I was back home and all of that. But truth is, sometimes people really do not pay attention to it because we are so particular about our individual interest, which is number one, very, very significant. But as much as we do that, we should also try and think about the general economy, the micro economy. When I have argument with people, because I have a bit of knowledge about economics, about education, and now I'm doing international business, when I talk to people about Nigeria, I'm like, you know what? No matter what people do at the very minimum, which is the micro level, if the macro space, like what the government is doing to make life easy for her citizens, is not commensurate to what people are doing at the individual level, at the business level, maybe home business and small home institutions and small businesses. If what the government is doing to protect the general economy is not commensurate to that, it will never have any effect on the economy. Now people are leaving Nigeria. In the last couple of years, the level of brain drain in Nigeria has increased significantly. People are leaving to other shores of the nation, sometimes not because they actually want to go, not because they want to leave their country, the comfort being a citizen, to go and start all over in another place, or start thinking of how to start over in other places. One of the driving factors why people are doing this is because of the infrastructures, because the macro space in some of these places are very established. Politicians at all levels, citizens at all levels, the politicians know that they are there to serve. The people know their right and they demand for it. These are some of the things happening in Africa. I use Nigeria as a case study. Sometimes we do not even know what to expect from our leaders. And the politicians feel, oh, it is their right to serve. And whatever they have gotten from the service, they give. Whatever is the remnant from the service, they give it back to the people. It is not so. There is a cross pollution in Nigeria, let me put it that way, that breeds lack of production. A whole lot of time people ask, okay, I'll just be going like this as it comes to my head, because as it comes to my head, this is my opinion and this is what I think, as well with vast knowledge of how some of these things they play out. Today, the naira is just fluctuating. It's just going up. Today you think, oh, tomorrow will be better, but before you return, you realize that where you left it yesterday, it's no longer there. It has gone up, it has increased, and you begin to wonder. When I was thinking, when I got to Canada in May, and I was about doing some exchange rate, at the time it was about 550, 560, 570. As of today, when we're asking, if you check it, about 900, if not even more than, in a couple of 6 months. No, it doesn't happen like that in other economies. People, politicians in particular, try to protect their economy, try to protect the citizens. And how do they do this? They do this by ensuring their export is almost equal to import, or their export is more than. Because when you export more and they pay you in dollar, there will be so much of dollar in circulation in the economy, and people would not have to look for the limited one or drag to have the limited one. Today, what is Nigeria exporting? What is Nigeria selling at the market, at the international market, that people are buying? As far as I'm concerned, at the top of my head, the Nigeria currency, naira, is valueless in a global market. Nobody asks for it, nobody requests for it. Even as we speak, a lot of Nigerians, students, traders are looking for where to buy dollars for their businesses, dollars, euros, and pounds for their businesses. Then what is Nigeria selling? The crude and some other things that we are supposed to sell, that people are supposed to also buy in the Nigerian context of the market, some of them are beside phoned by individuals. whereby the money is not even in the global setting of the Nigeria economy. Instead of going to the general pocket of Nigeria, it's going into individual pockets. Those are some of the things that play out in the micro space in Nigeria. With the population of Nigeria today, there would have been a lot of remedy people the Nigerian state would have done to help itself. Sometimes I begin to wonder, where are the economists in Nigeria? Where are the accountants? Where are the professionals? What are they doing to save the Nigeria economy? Are they really ready to save it? Sometimes it's a resounding no. Everybody's about their individual interest. Everybody is about what's benefit them, their family, their kids. They are able to travel and they're okay with that, forgetting that the name Nigeria resounds before your individual person. The individual person, yes, I'm this. Where are you from? Which part of the continent are you from? Where in Africa? You know, over the years, things are not really working. Truth be told is, every now and then we hear, oh, the richest people in Nigeria. If those richest people in Nigeria, they come together and say, you know what, we have to save our country. If every state, from the governor of each state, from the local government, they say, you know what, we have to save this country. We have to save our territory. As a unit, as a local government, what are we producing? What can we produce? There should be self-sufficiency, starting from agriculture. There are arable farms in Nigeria. What are we doing to it? The insecurity has driven people away. The only industry playing well in Nigeria is the entertainment industry. But for how long will that continue? And how many persons are benefiting from all of that? It's a concern if you're in your 40s already, you're in your 30s, you're in your 50s, you're in your 60s. Let's say, okay, those in the 70s, they have failed the country. But you're in your 20s are doing a lot with entertainment and all of that. What about those in the 30s? What about those in their 40s? What are we doing? At 40s, some persons are still even trying to find that entry jobs into some organization, or how to break even or start a business. That is the reality of Nigeria's situation. Anytime I want to talk about this, I'm like, you know what? It's never going to be, thank God my cup is closed here. I have my topical cup here. I won't have a little tea in there. One of the things I say is this: anytime you want to talk about Nigeria, you should be prepared, because a day is not enough. Few minutes are not enough, few hours are not enough. We have a long way to go. And until there is a Messiah in the form of a human being that would say, we need to step into this situation. Yes, during the elections, we saw what a lot of persons did. They came individually, they wanted, but come on, Nigerians, let's be real for once and protect and save the economy for future generations to come. I may be out here right now, I just got in here, I'm schooling. I know a lot of things that happen. I just want to this is Canada is about a 40 million population. That's just about, yeah, it has a very big landmass which it covers. That's about just 1/4 or 1/5 of Nigeria population, which is over 200 million people. But it has a very vast landmark which is way bigger than Nigeria. But they are very responsible from the community centers, and everybody's responsible. They know what they're supposed to do. Citizens know their expectations. Government know what the citizens expect from them, and they provide it. I'm not even going to compare a developed nation with a developing nation who is not even ready. But that being said, we need people to rise and save the continent Africa and save the country Nigeria. Yeah, Nigeria should be like what the US is to other North Americans, is what Nigeria should be to West Africa. Let's even not say the whole of Africa, to West Africa. Instead, some of the countries in West Africa, smaller countries like the Ghana, two smaller countries that are even about 40 million, just also a quarter or 1/4 or 1/5 of Nigeria population, are doing well and more. It is time for Nigerian stakeholders to stand up on their toes and save the country. I'll return with more stories because I really like to talk about this. Thank you.